Hey, welcome back to Guys Night Laboratory, and my name is Jesus Velasquez, and this is Jordan Zacharias.
Yo.
And happy Halloween, everybody! It's Halloween time, our favorite time of the year, and so this month we're dedicating our podcast to just anything Halloween. We're gonna have our movie reviews, or not movie reviews, but like TV show reviews, our scary stories, or we're talking about like our growing up in Halloween and stuff. We have a lot of content that we're gonna do for Halloween, but something we're gonna do right now, which is a cool idea. Is we're talking about, what was it, like Monster Mash or Monster
we're
Bash?
doing what's called a Monster Mash.
Okay, so the idea is that we're gonna do
It's a simple idea.
it's a simple idea, very simple,
but fun.
We put a ton of individual characters or icons from horror movies in here. So like
Protagonists and antagonists.
yeah,
for the record.
protagonists and antagonists from horror movies from like the 80s, 90s, 2000s, but more icons that we know from horror movies. So we're gonna pick. I'll pick one, and then Jordan's gonna pick the other one, and then we're gonna talk about what
create the story.
Yeah, not necessarily like a whole movie, but what would the story look like if these two
Why
icons,
would these two be fighting?
and and who would pretty much come up the winner.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the idea, and that's what we're gonna do for these battles. So it's the Monster Mash, Bash, or what do we call it? The
Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash. So yeah, we're doing the Monster
The
Mash.
Monster Mash.
All right, so here we go. So simple idea, but here we go. So I'm gonna pick the first icon.
Okay, don't say who you pick.
Okay,
and we'll
okay.
say it at the same time.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So you
Okay,
hold
so
one, then I'll grab one.
All right, so I got mine.
All right, I'm not looking. All right, I got one.
All right, here you go. You ready?
Ready.
All right. So I got. Oh gosh, this is gonna be interesting.
Ooh.
All right, I got John Doe from Seven
versus the Universal monster movies Frankenstein.
Oh man.
Monster from the original.
Well, yeah. So Frankenstein's monster, yeah.
Uh-huh.
If you want to get technical or whatever.
Yes, correct.
It's just Frankenstein.
Not Frankenstein.
It's just Frankenstein. Who cares? Frankenstein or Frankenstein's monster. For those who are really horror.
Want to
buffs.
get picky?
Okay. So, well, this would be really crazy. Because Frankenstein, I would think that.
What's in the box?
Yeah. I mean, well, maybe what's in the box is Frankenstein's head. So what if John Doe was actually creating a Frankenstein? What if he is?
He was a grave robber the whole time.
What if he is like a Dr. Frankenstein and he's creating kind of like a monster? It's part of his like 7 deadly sins to create. He's believing he's God. That's part of his sin, which is not envy, but like that he's thinking he's God or above God or something. So maybe he's creating a monster and he's creating Frankenstein's monster to go. What are you thinking?
No, I'm just laughing at this battle. It's already ridiculous.
Well, so what do you think would happen?
No, I don't have a specific idea. I'm saying this is hilarious.
So
keep going.
He builds Frankenstein's monster to do his bidding.
Okay.
And then Frankenstein obviously realized that John Doe is a psycho. And it's like, no, I'm not gonna go. He's like, you want me to murder someone with what? And then he's gonna. John Doe's gonna be like.
So Frankenstein's monster is like, you sick son of a.
He's like, I want you to put this on. He's like, what? I'm not gonna put that on. You want me to chop some? Spoiler alert. You want me to chop some pregnant lady's head off? No, thank you.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the battle would take place. Frankenstein's monster.
Now who's the real monster?
So Frankenstein's monster would overpower John Doe and probably smash his head with his hands.
Yeah.
And that's probably the end of that. So winner would be Frankenstein this one.
I would say it would have to end like the original Frankenstein, where the monster throws him off a burning windmill, and the windmill explodes. It's perfect. That's perfect.
So there you go. John Doe Monster Mash versus Frankenstein's monster.
Frankenstein win. They both burn.
Yeah.
Movie written. You're welcome, Hollywood.
The end.
Put a nice little bow on that.